happy to report that I got kicked out of my sleeping spot for the first time in Dusty. Yay! I actually drove back to Glacier National Park because there's kind of a heat wave going on in Golden right now. At around 11 o'clock at night, I hear boom, 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 boom. And I was like, oh, okay. So obviously I wasn't wearing pants because I was in bed about to go to sleep. So I was like, hold on. And I was like, I opened the curtain to let him know that I heard him, but he just boom, 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 boom. I'm like, hold on. Like, and then I like put on my pants backwards and I cracked the window because ladies, do not ever open your door to anyone. Even if they're police, you need to verify they are actually police with the squad car and everything. So I crack open the window. I'm like, yes. And then he was like, oh, yes, ma'am, this is actually national park land. You cannot park on this. And he was so polite. So anyway, long story short, I'm back in Golden. But the plan is actually to leave. We're going to head back into Alberta because in Canmore, there are two huge things waiting for me at the Canada Post. I would say one of them is probably the biggest thing I got for the van since like the build out. And then the other thing I got, oh my god, getting this thing shipped was a headache. So just the fact that it's arrived is just like a weight off my shoulders. And it's also another really big ticket item. This was actually the most expensive thing I bought for the van since the build out. So I'm really excited to share with you guys what that is. But for now, let me just get a shower in town and make breakfast and get things kind of sorted.
Thank you for calling Canmore Chrysler. This is Jackie speaking. How may I direct your call?
Hi, can I speak with services, please? Okay, so another thing we're going to do today in Canmore is swing by the Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram dealership because I cannot handle Dusty's fob anymore. Like, every time I have to lock the van and unlock the van, which is upwards of like 10 times, 15, 20 times a day, like, I'm going in and out of the van constantly and it's starting to wear down on me. So let's hope that it's just a battery issue and not like an actual issue with the van. But I want to get it all sorted out before we head to Banff and Jasper and Lake Louise, because what if like it just stops working altogether? Oh, and I'm so excited to show you guys Canmore because I stayed there for a week before I went out to Golden and I didn't film any of it. So it's a very, very, very nice town. All right, I'm all showered. Let's go to Alberta. So believe it or not, I was actually not born in Ontario. I grew up there in Toronto, but my mom gave birth to me in Edmonton, Alberta. So I'm technically an Albertan. I spent the first few months of my life in Edmonton, and then when I was a toddler, I spent some time with my grandmother on my dad's side, living with her in Calgary. And I'm almost 40 and I haven't ever visited Alberta, my birthplace. And now here I am spending a month here in the Rockies and exploring Alberta. When my dad decided to move the family to Toronto for better opportunities, my dad drove the Trans-Canada Highway 1 from Calgary to Toronto 5 times to move all their belongings in their little car. And he did that by himself. Dang, that's a 40-hour drive one way. Yeah, our family moved out to Toronto and didn't stay in Calgary. And I wonder how my life would have been different if I didn't grow up a city girl, if I didn't grow up in the big city, and if I had access to nature when I was younger. I don't know how different my life would be. The great thing about van life is I get to explore all of this without the commitment. I don't have to rent, I don't have to buy a place. I can literally go from town to town and figure out if I can see myself living there, and I've already learned a lot. Yeah, but it feels good to be in Alberta. I don't know why I waited so long to come out west to Canada. Like, why have I waited so long to come out here? But I'm here and I'm ready to continue the adventures, and we have only scratched the surface. There is so much more that I have not seen and done, and yeah, it's wild. So Archie, we're here. We're in Alberta. This is where mommy was born. You were born in Jersey. Let's go see Alberta. Oh my gosh, it's such a beautiful sign. Hi, Alberta. Look at all the stickers that people have put up while they traveled. I wish I had stickers I can put on. And the provincial flower of Alberta is the wild rose. In Ontario, the provincial flower is the white trillium. We're gonna be spending 3 weeks in Alberta. We're not going back to British Columbia. So that ends our travels in BC, and yeah, just gonna see what the Rockies have to offer. Oh man, I really need to wash the windshield. There's so many bugs on it. Ugh. He's singing.
Let me talk to parts.
Apparently you can get your batteries replaced in your fob at a Dodge dealership for absolutely free. So he replaced both the fobs. So he said if it gives me trouble, he can get me in a few days. So let's test it. Okay, unlock. Lock. Unlock. Okay, let's try the new one. Lock. Okay, yeah. Okay, seems a lot better. Yay! All right, let's go pick up the packages at the Canada Post now. I don't know why I keep saying Canada Post. I'm at the Bow Valley Basics. They're a FedEx authorized dealer. And with FedEx, you can do hold at location and reroute packages to a FedEx authorized dealer near you. So that's what I did. Oh my gosh, they have a popcorn machine in here. That is brilliant. That was an extremely pleasant experience. They have free popcorn, and the really nice man carried the biggest package for me to my van. I haven't had popcorn in so long. Archie loves popcorn. You can have, that's for you. Oh my gosh, getting this thing shipped to FedEx was weeks of coordinating and logistics and communication stuff, and to finally have it here and ready is so awesome. I got an Oru kayak! We got the Lake Sport, which is like the upgraded lake, and it's I think the smallest kayak they have, 9 feet long, 18 pounds. Let's unbox it. Cool. Whoa! It's really light! Now I'm gonna show you the biggest van life upgrade ever. Oh no, this is the accessories I got for the kayak. Oh man, so I have to go back and pick up the other thing. I got a life jacket. What do you think? Oh, it's pretty comfortable. And this is the paddle. I got a promotion with the purchase where I get the paddle for free. So that was nice. And the Sport also comes with the padded seat, so my butt won't suffer on the water. Recycle all this stuff. Look at that dog. Archie, come. Archie, come. You can do it. You scared? Let me just show you guys where we're parked for the night. There's a Safeway in town that allows vehicles to park overnight in the back, and we stayed here every night when we were in Canmore last week. I made a mistake with the other shipment. It's actually arriving in 2 days, so I'll update in this video. And right now we just had dinner and the sun is setting and it's a lot more cool outside. It was a high of 30 degrees Celsius today, so it was quite hot. And we're just gonna walk around downtown Canmore and show you guys a little bit of what that area looks like. And maybe I can find some lactose-free ice cream to enjoy for dessert. We shall see. Broke out of jail! He broke out of jail! Oh. Archie was an accomplice.
I think he just wanted new friends.
Yeah. I'm so proud of myself. I didn't get any ice cream, I didn't get beaver tails, I didn't get chimney cones. I'm trying to stop the sugar. So instead I got, I don't know if this is any better, but I got tortilla chips and salsa. And also like a bubbly? Cherry bubbly? I haven't had chips and salsa in a long time. I prefer queso sauce, but queso is all cheese, so I can't have that. Yum. other night I watched Pocahontas. I watched it as a kid, but I wanted to watch it again because I've been singing the song Colors of the Wind on my hikes to like keep the bears away. And I was like, you know what? I want to watch the movie again, like as an adult. And there's surprisingly very adult themes in that Disney movie. But I think I'm gonna watch the second one, the sequel. Did you know there was a sequel? There's a sequel where Pocahontas goes to London and finds John Smith. So I'm gonna watch the sequel and I'll see you tomorrow. Night. When I went grocery shopping yesterday, I saw these little breakfast sausages on sale and I couldn't resist. I haven't had breakfast that had sausages or bacon in it for a really long time. Well, at least that I made. I think these are the first sausages I ever cooked in the van. I can taste the herbs like the rosemary and it's really good. So the plan this morning is me and Archie are gonna go kayaking. We originally went to Quarry Lake, but the parking for the day was $155. So Canmore wins like the most expensive parking I've ever seen. So then I was like, okay, let's just do 2 hours. So I put 2 hours in, it was $20. So instead I came to this little water area called Rundle Forebay, and there's a bunch of cars parked here pumping up their paddle boards and getting their watercrafts out. So we're gonna go here instead. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited to finally, after all these years, owning my own kayak and one that's portable. It's so light, like I can carry it myself. Oh, Archie wants some sausage. I'm gonna give him a little piece. I feel bad for him. So I'm gonna finish up breakfast and then we're gonna go take the kayak out. Okay, I think I figured it out, but I'm really hoping I did it right because not doing it right means, you know, not floating or possibly sinking. So, hi Archie! Hi! Let's get your life jacket out.
Sounds like you. Sounds like me.
Come on.
Yeah, well, this is I can
Okay, so we'll just put the paddle. Oh, nope, you're on. It's really cool. So the paddle is adjustable, so you can have it shorter or longer. I think that's really cool. I'm gonna put Archie's life jacket on.
He's so cute.
Oh, thank you. How do you like my new Poochie handbag? Put my phone and keys in a Ziploc in case we go overboard. But yeah, hopefully we won't. This lake is pretty calm, so we should be okay. Okay, buddy? Hey, good boy. You're doing so good. Good job. Good job. My co-captain. He's like, no, I'm the captain. You're the skipper. No, wait, is the skipper the captain? You're the first mate. I'm the captain. Yes, Archie. You're the captain. The water is so calm. Like, if I don't paddle, I'm not even really moving. That's how calm the water is. Oh, it's a perfect day for kayaking. I'm tired. Yeah? So I didn't realize this, but the lake actually goes into a whole canal and then into another small lake. So we've been paddling for like an hour and we're by the dam. There's a dam and a waterfall over there. It is so beautiful. I feel very grateful to be alive. Hi, we're back in the van. The kayak was so easy to put back together. It took me like 20 seconds. I think the kayak turned out really well. Archie did really great in it and it was very stable, which is good because the Ziploc bag that my phone and key fob were in like ripped a giant hole, so that would have been useless. I'm gonna call it for today, and then when the package comes in I will update you all on that one. So I'm in Banff right now because the package did arrive on time, but I had thought that it was sent to Canmore, but it was actually sent to the Canada Post Flex Delivery in the Banff location on Buffalo Street. And my goodness, is Banff packed. Like, I had to circle to find parking, but we made it. Hi, I'm picking up 2 packages via general delivery.
We'll just put these 2 through.
Okay, so I finally got a box cutter at the dollar store. So hopefully I won't be hurting myself when opening packages. Okay, so the final reveal of what I got. I got a Starlink! We're just parked up at a parking lot near the park, near the big famous hotel in Banff, and I'm cooking some lunch because I'm hungry. And we're making this traditional Japanese dish. best thing about this dish is that the salmon skin is crispy and salty, and that with the combination of the rice and the water is so good. Originally, I wasn't going to get the Starlink because I didn't want to pay $500 for that. And I've been just using my phone personal hotspot, which has been working really well. Like, there are definitely a lot of areas around here that don't have internet service, and decided to get the Starlink because it was on sale for 50% off. So I got it for $250 Canadian, which is around $202 USD. And the thing to know about Starlink is you have to register it in the same place you bought it. So I can't buy it in Canada and then start an account in the US. Like, if I do that, I think they might charge me an out-of-region fee, which is apparently like $300 or something ridiculous. So I am going to activate the service. But the thing is, like, I wasn't planning to buy the Starlink unless like I upgraded my battery system, because my battery system gives me 40 amp hours of battery on a full charge. And to put it into perspective, you usually want 300 to 400 amp hours for a setup like this, like a full-time off-grid setup that has lots of solar power, that has the fridge, the fans, the vent toilet, the lights, like all of it. You generally want 300 or 400 to be on the safe side. And I've been living off of 40 amp hours for months. So I'm kind of like, do I need more? But there are things that I want to upgrade in the van where I do need to have more battery, and Starlink is one of them. This thing's pretty big. There's the router and cables. Okay, so setting it up was super easy, and it's saying that it's looking for a GPS signal, and it can take up to 15 minutes and not to unplug my Starlink. But I'm getting Wi-Fi signal, so I don't know why it's still determining my location. Because the Wi-Fi is on, it's working. Anyways, I guess it works now, but I would want to try it in a place where I actually don't have any cell data to see like how good it is in a more remote location. But I'm so excited I have Starlink, yay! So I bought the plan. It's $70 for 50 gigabytes of data, which is, in my opinion, really expensive for a small amount of data. But I plan to be primarily using my phone's hotspot, and in areas where I can't get a cell signal through my phone, then I'll use Starlink. So Starlink's going to be more of the backup rather than the primary internet when I'm off grid. But yeah. So I think that that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed seeing me get the new Oru kayak and testing that out on the water, and then now finally having Starlink and being more connected on the road. I have more ideas for Stardust and more things I want to do for her, and that'll come in a future video. But I hope you enjoyed this one. If you do, consider subscribing and joining our community. Thank you so much all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!